But are they habitable as is?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. They're
Just
habitable.
put turnkey in there as well.
Yeah, they're recently vacated. Yeah.
Okay, so the numbers are, you're asking 55,000
Yeah.
OBO,
Yeah.
55,000 or best offer.
The comps for those in that area are
Make it
around
up.
40K each.
Make the OBO under lowercase so it fits on the same line, please. What's the current value, you think? What would you say the appraised value? What's the fair market value if it was appraised?
They're 40. They're 40 each. For each. 40 each.
So put up 40 each. 40 per.
No, for the two for one. Yeah.
Value?
Put 80K for current value.
Yeah.
80K. So it's 80K or 40 each. Does that make sense?
Correct.
Everybody understand that? Okay, so just to recap, 1213 and 1215 North Spring Street, Baltimore. It's turnkey, meaning that they're habitable now. They can be rented. They're vacant, but they're habitable. As far as James is saying, and he said you can do some paint, but he's saying he's asking for 55,000 for both. He's saying the value on each, if it was appraised today, is 40,000 each, making the total, combined value 80,000. He's saying no. You're essentially saying no repairs for each.
I would do some paint and stuff like that.
So how much for each, roughly?
5 to 10, no more. Yeah, no more.
Put
I thought he said 55 each.
55 total.
Okay.
Put 10,000 for repairs, like for paint, cosmetics, and
Cosmetics. Yeah.
so that's 15,000 in equity total. Do you have any rent numbers on
Yeah,
them?
$12.50 per each
Per?
of them.
Okay. Well, $12.50 for each. You know the taxes.
That's what I was looking up right now. I meant to have that.
Anybody have a mortgage calculator?
$70.
Huh?
They have online $70.
Okay.
What for taxes?
Yeah.
70 a month
No, 7 for the year.
for the year?
Wow.
It's not invested.
That sounds right. That sounds right.
Put put $10.
Do they take cash?
Yeah, we got to count for postage. I mean, right. All right. So insurance put 25. Anybody have a mortgage calculator handy? Don't make me do it, please. Please.
Find out the monthly payment?
Yeah, just some monthly payment on
Just average, basically, you probably look at
Just,
about
yeah.
$550 a month. If
not that
Not
that much. Not that much. No.
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 I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt. That's easy.
Put
Probably more like about 400.
it's about 350 somewhere around there. Put 350. And property management put 125. Please. So what is that? That's somebody already calculated that.
475.
Is that right?
Yeah.
475, 500, 510. It's 510.
Yes.
475, that's per unit?
Per unit. 500.
Wait a second. No, 510 minus the market rent.
500. 510.
So cash
No,
flow
that's
is
740.
Cash flow is
740.
740.
740. Okay, so let me recap real quick, and then you guys can ask James some questions. So it's 1213 and 1215 North Spring Street, Baltimore. So these are two. Can you put James's phone number, James' name and phone number, please?
Can we shake?
Sure. There you go. Yep. So these are two turnkey rentals, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath each. Turnkey meaning you can rent it as is, but James is saying you also could paint it and do some cosmetic things. It would be about 5,000 per unit. The current fair market value, if you had it appraised today, according to James, is 40,000 a piece. A combined 80,000 for both. He's asking for 55,000 for both, or best offer, and minus the repairs of 10,000. He's saying the equity would be somewhere around 15,000 as a turnkey rental. Now the cash flow on the right hand side is just for 1 unit. He's saying each unit will rent for $12.50. Taxes are roughly $10 a month. Insurance $25 a month. P&I for mortgage is $350. Property management 10% of the $12.50 brings a cash flow of each unit of $740 per unit. Any questions for James on this?
Yes.
21213.
Is this one the turn of the century?
Don't put the zip. It screws the. Or you can abbreviate north to N if you want,
Yeah.
and street to ST.
The market rent,
I'm gonna ask if
1250.
you
How did you come up with that?
Rental meter, that's for 1250 in that area, for a 2-bedroom, 1 bath.
Any other questions?
So, Section 8, you could probably get higher.
Do you know that it's been vetted in the past to Section 8 and still qualifies for that?
That I do not know. I can find out, but I don't know if it's been, what the recent, status.
Any other questions? You gonna stick around, James?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So James is gonna stick around. If you have any questions for him about the condo conversion of this particular property, he'll stick around and answer questions after we finish at 9 o'clock. So appreciate it, man. Thanks. Steven,
Yes, sir.
you're up, bud.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. My name is, good evening, everyone. Good
Good evening.
Thank you, thank you. Love that love. I have a property,
Come on over here.
What is it, Dixon? What kind of property?
it's a 3-bedroom, I'm sorry, it's a 3-unit.
Is it fix? Is it a fix and flip?
Yes. The address is 3702. Can everyone hear me? Thank you. 3702 Clifton Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland. It's a 3-unit property. So I'm actually under contract, and it needs a total rehab, but it depends upon the type of investor. You can actually buy it and hold it. You know, there are a lot of investors like to buy and hold and actually do the rentals. The walls and floors and everything are pretty good. You know, it all depends upon what you like to do. As a contractor for 40 years, I estimate the property would probably come in about maybe $100,000 on the rehab, somewhere there about 100,000. The ARV in that area is about 220, maybe 240, but just to be on the safe side, about 220. The other thing is there are a lot of homes in that area that are actually single-family homes. So a person can actually purchase it. They don't have to do the 3-unit. You can actually purchase it, gut it out, and just actually convert it over to a single-family and actually sell it for maybe 240, 255, somewhere around in there.
And what are you asking for,
I'm
Steve?
asking 55,000. And
65, Johnson. Okay, so 55. My bad. No, 65. That's right. Okay, so it's a 3-unit. What's the bedroom, bath?
the first floor is 3 bedrooms. Thank you, Ms. Andre. The first floor is 3 bedrooms. The second floor is 2 bedrooms, and the third floor is just like efficiency.
Let's get your name up there. Steven.
Stephen. Number is 302-333-8157.
Okay. Do you know any rent numbers on this? Any cash flow numbers? Have you done any research on that?
I haven't. But,
Okay, no
you know,
worries.
basically on the 3-unit or 3 bedroom, I'm sure you can probably get it anywhere between 1300. 2 bedroom, probably around 9. The 1 efficiency, probably about 650, 700. Just for my years of being in real estate.
Okay, so let me recap real quick for everybody. Make sure everybody heard the details of the deal. Then we can ask questions. So it's 3702 Clifton Avenue in Baltimore. It's a 3-unit apartment building. It's in a neighborhood that has single-family homes as well. The 3 units comprise of the following: first floor, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, right?
Yes,
Second floor, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath.
right.
Third floor is an efficiency. The numbers as far as Stephen has presented is 220 as far as after repair value, 220,000. asking 55,000, and he's saying it's going to need about 100K in repairs. So gross spread there of 65. He said he has not done any specific market research on the rents in that area. So it's something you'd have to, obviously research if you plan on keeping it as a buy and hold or selling it to a buy and hold investor. Any questions for Stephen?
What's the zip code?
21216. It's a real nice area. If you pull it up on your phone, you'll see that there are mostly homeowners in that area as well.
What's the square footage on the building? In the dirt basement?
That, I don't know the square footage on the actual build. Well, it's about 20, let me rephrase that. It's about 27 feet wide by 40 feet long. It actually sets on a lot that's actually 78 feet wide by 100 and some feet deep. So it's a pretty big lot.
Can you go back to the same one?
Yes.
Is the basement one of these units?
No, sir. No, sir.
What's the ceiling height? Ceiling height?
Say again, Dr.
What's the ceiling height of the basement?
Ceiling height? They're average.
10 feet,
No,
No.
that's above average. Average is anywhere between 7 and, oh, I'm not trying to be funny, please forgive me if it seems that way. But the average is anywhere between 7 to 8 feet on the basement. Yes, sir.
How old is the building?
That I honestly don't know.
Represent 3 years.
Probably in the 19s. Actually, yeah, I don't know, but it actually should be on.
What was the question?
What's the age? When was it built?
When was it built?
Yes.
They're doing a lot
Did
of
you say? Did you say the 1900s?
I really don't know, I'm being honest.
Little room for flexibility.
Yeah, it's a lot of room.
But it'd be good for an investor that just like to, that actually like to buy and hold. And you may not actually spend 100K in it. You may be able to go in there and just do some cosmetics and get it up, put it on the market, get you some good tenants in there, and keep it rolling. So it all depends, Sure. Yes, sir.
Stephen.
If the lot's that big, is there a possibility to expand the square footage on this?
That you would have to take up with the city, because the city is very, very, excuse my expression, finicky.
It's
It
a
all
standalone
depends.
home, though, right?
Well, what
do better
may
than
be
that.
not offensive to you, may be offensive to somebody else, so I just
It's
cover.
a
the basics.
standalone home, right?
Sir,
It's a standalone home?
it's a single home, yes. It sits on a lot all by itself. And as I said, it's 78 feet wide by 100 and some feet deep. It's a nice size. Anyone else?
Question?
Yes, sir.
Is there parking
On the front, yes.
on the street?
But you can, yeah, it is actually a parking pad on the back. Thank you. It is a parking pad on the back. Yes? You say how I'm doing? I'm doing outstanding. How you doing, my friend?
Starting young.
Yeah, starting to be young.
That's wonderful.
Any other questions for Stephen?
Thank you so much.
Are you gonna stick around?
I certainly will.
All right, make sure,
Thank you
make
all.
sure you got business cards and everything. Somebody will come up to you and ask you more information. I
Thank
appreciate
you
it,
all.
man.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. Okay, so Arthur Harris. You're up.
Hi, gang.
What type of deal is it? Is it fix and flip, buy and hold, buy, fix and flip?
It could be a fix and flip.
right, so that's
What
what-
it is a restaurant with 2 apartments on the upstairs.
All right, so we're gonna turn around so they can hear you. Okay, so
With 2 apartments upstairs?
it's Arthur.
Hold on a second.
Although it could be converted to 4 bedroom, 4 apartments upstairs. I was personally thinking that if we convert just half of it to apartments, the front could actually be used for the restaurant portion, for special rooms and the like.
What's your number, Arthur? Phone number?
866-986-9933, extension 1.
Last four again?
9933, extension 1.
Okay, and so the address is 2001 Edison Avenue.
Right. This is in the St. Louis market. This is owned outright by me,
St. Louis?
right, St. Louis, Missouri. The ARV on this is roughly.
So hold on, before we get into the numbers, let's recap, make sure everybody knows the details that you just went over. So it's 2001 Edison Avenue in St. Louis, Missouri. It's 4 apartments, but you were explaining some mixed use that you also thought might be possible, right?
Right.
Okay, so did you say 4 apartments or 2 apartments?
It's 2 apartments, but it could be 4 apartments. I'm just thinking that it would be kind of neat to have a upstairs portion of the restaurant.
Okay, so let's do this so people can get the best value of what you're presenting. Why don't you present it as what you think the highest and best use is? Like what will be the best return for the investor? So would it be 2 or 4 apartments?
I personally think it's all about franchise rights.
All about what?
Franchise rights.
Okay.
We're going to turn this into what will be called Granite City Root Beer Factory. There is a Fitz Root Beer Factory in St. Louis. It's about 8 miles away. They have already expressed interest that they may want to buy us out once we're online. This used to be an assembly hall for a union. This is a big steel area. And there is not a lot of competition as far as this type of property in that area. It's a very interesting building. It's much like a large Baltimore building. It does need about $60,000 worth of restoration. We're talking the actual value on it would be with that restoration is about $180,000.
And you're asking for how much?
I'm looking for a partner.
Looking for a partner. Okay.
Bring how much did it say? Bring how much?
60K.
Okay, so
Because that's what it's going to cost to fix it. We're going to have to take the entire back porch off and put a solid stairway to the upper floor and plaster on the inside and the roof.
get rid of some of the spaces.
So, but other than that, it's an incredible building. We were actually going to pick up a hotel right down the street from there. We're still deciding what to do about that. So, but this here, we're looking at franchise rights alone. We're talking, who knows where that can be. But, the name is great.
Okay, so
We're making the
while
room.
we're recapping, what's the square footage of the building, roughly?
It's about around 4,500 square feet.
And would there be any other space?
There is parking in the back. There is also enough room for a drive-through on the side.
But just to be clear, the 4,500 square feet is going to be used by apartments only.
Right.
Okay, got it.
There's additional. That's the second floor.
Okay. All right, so let's recap this. Arthur has a property in St. Louis, Missouri. He owns it outright. It's always good when someone comes up here and says he owns something outright, right? Because those who've come into the meeting before know that I love to talk seller financing, partnering, all type of stuff. So he owns it outright. So anyone that owns something outright is obviously open to flexible terms of how they can work with you, which is why he says he's looking for a partner. He says the after repair value is $180,000. It needs $60,000 in repairs, and he doesn't want to sell it. He's looking for a partner to work with him to improve the property and obviously force the value to $180,000. Any questions for Arthur?
Have you talked to the planning department or
Yeah.
whoever handles things
Oh,
to
yeah.
see what they think should be there?
I've gone to City Hall on this thing.
But what did they say?
They say fix it. You got it. Whatever you want. You can't sell alcohol there because it used to be a full-on bar, and they didn't like the people that was basically coagulating there.
Can't hear you.
It was a full-on bar. They didn't want them to sell alcohol there. The goal was to turn it into a root beer manufacturing company and basically sell that root beer nationally and basically sell the franchise rights to these restaurants elsewhere. But we've gone through City Hall with this. We've had meetings with the City Council more than once on this thing. And they're just waiting for me to move in and start working. We've already emptied a good portion of the materials that was left there. So basically, we're ready to start construction.
No question mark. Any other questions for Arthur?
Thank you.
All right, that's it. Okay, cool. Who has 5888 Eastern Avenue? Caesar, you're up, man. Nope. It's all right. This is, you have a wholesale deal here? Is this,
Yes,
okay.
it's a duplex. It's a 3-level.
So would it be you're wholesaling it to be a fix and flip for someone?
Yes.
Okay, yes. All right, so Caesar's here. He has a wholesale deal that he says will be a good fix and flip. It's 5888 Eastern Avenue, Northeast.
Yes, it's a 3-level duplex.
You're gonna have to speak up.
3-level duplex. It's got about 600 square feet on each level. Right now, it's 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bath. I'm sorry, 1 full bath and 2 half baths. Comparables, exact same model that just sold within 6 months. We have one for $515 and another one for $484. We're asking $340. We're estimating on repairs anywhere from 60 to 70. It's on hot DC area, right across from a Giant.
Let's put 70 for repairs. Be easier.
I'm sorry?
Let's tell them to just put 70 for repairs.
Okay.
And what will be the ARV?
Well, within 6 months, the last one sold for $515. I'm estimating somewhere $500.
Okay, so
We have one active one, the same model. They're asking $539. So conservatively, $500 to $515. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, all right. So
Without negative.
Salome?
Without negative. No, on the other one. Like CESAR.
Oh, okay.
all right, so let's recap. It's 5888 Eastern Avenue, Northeast DC. It's a 3-level duplex, 3 bedrooms, 1 full bath, 2 half baths. He's asking for $340. It says repairs are 70. ARV of 500 or 515. What are we saying here?
Well, the last one sold for $515, and we have one right now for $539 active. So you can say $510 because of
Put 510.
yeah.
So it's 410, 100,000
This is
gross
on
spread.
Northeast, just about a light away from Riggs Road and 2 lights away from New Hampshire Avenue.
703 887. Go ahead.
4834.
Okay, so let me recap for people. It's a 5888 Eastern Avenue, Northeast, DC, 3-level duplex, 3 bedrooms, 1 full bath, 2 half baths, 510 ARV, asking $340, 70,000 repairs.